So we see in the pins in a minimum mode. So now we are going to start with pins in maximum mode. So which pins are used in maximum mode? So first is your S0 bar, then S1 bar, S2 bar. It is nothing but your pin number 26 to 28. So this is also the status pins, and they are active low because bar is there. So these pins are active low. This means that if the status at all the three pins is 0, then it shows that multiple interrupts are to be handled in maximum mode. If both three pins are active low, this means what? There are multiple interrupts are to be handled in maximum mode. Okay, so this is the table shows that the status of S0, S1 and S2 pins with their status. Then QS0 and QS1, it is pin number 24 and 25. These two pins indicate the status of 6-byte prefetch queue present in the architecture of 8086. As we further see when we see the architecture of 8086, then we can understand what is meant by queue. So 8086 आर्किटेक्चर मध्ये जी काही क्यू अवेलेबल आहे 6 बाईटची, ती फेच करण्यासाठी जे काही ऑपरेशन रिक्वायर्ड आहेत, सो त्याचं जे स्टेटस आहे हे शो करतं QS0 अँड QS1 पिन. दॅट इज युअर पिन नंबर 24 अँड 25. सपोज QS0 अँड QS1 बोथ आर लो, then there is no operation. Suppose QS0 is 0 and QS1 is 1, then first point from Q is present. Okay, like the same, this table indicate that the status of QS0 and QS1 pin. Then next is log bar. This is your pin number 29. This pin is involved in maximum mode operation. So basically when a single processor is accessing the buses and peripherals, then it log the resources being used by it, so that no other entity can access it until the recent processor frees it. ओके, आता आपल्याला मॅक्सिमम मोड म्हणजे काय? दिस इज बेसिकली जेव्हा एखादा सिंगल प्रोसेसर एखाद्या बसेस असेल किंवा पेरिफेरल डिव्हाइस जर यूज करत असेल, तर तो काय करतो? फर्स्ट लॉक करतो त्याचे जे रिसोर्सेस आहेत किंवा त्याने जे रिसोर्सेस यूज केलेत. सो इट विल लॉक इट फॉर व्हॉट? सो दॅट नो अदर डिव्हाइस और नो अदर एंटिटी कॅन ॲसेस इट अंटिल रिसेंट प्रोसेसर फ्रीज इट. म्हणजे त्यांनी त्या ज्या बस आहेत किंवा अजून काही पेरिफेरल्स आहेत, तो त्याचं काम झाल्यावर तो जोपर्यंत त्यांना फ्रीज करत नाही तोपर्यंत दुसऱ्या कोणी त्याचं यूज करू नये, याच्यासाठी लॉक बार हे पिन यूज केलं जातं टू लॉक दॅट रिसोर्सेस. देन RQ बार ऑब्लिक GT0 बार और RQ बार ऑब्लिक GT1 बार. This is your pin number 30 and 31. Due to the involvement of multiple processor, these pins indicate the request and grant permission for accessing the buses, memory and peripherals. Okay, so RQ stands for request and GT stands for grant. So आता माहितीच आहे की there are multiple processor in, as we say it is maximum mode. So there are multiple processor are working. So जर आपल्याला एखादा रिसोर्स यूज करायची रिक्वेस्ट पाठवायची असेल, तर आपण यूज करतो रिक्वेस्ट सिग्नल. देन किंवा आपल्याला कुठच्या बसेस जर ॲक्सेस करायच्या असतील तर त्याच्यासाठी आपण रिक्वेस्ट सिग्नल पाठवणार मेमरी आणि पेरिफेरल्सना. सो इट इज नथिंग बट रिक्वेस्ट अँड ग्रँट फॉर परमिशन सिग्नल्स. ओके, देन येस, नाव वी आर गोइंग टू see the architecture of 8086 microprocessor. So this image shows that the architecture of 8086 microprocessor. As you see, there are two parts, that is your BIU and second is your EU. So BIU stands for bus interfacing unit and EU stands for execution unit. Okay, so this is your architecture block diagram of microprocessor 8086. These are all the segments, that is ES, CS, SS, DS and IP. These are segments. Then it is nothing but your queue, instruction stream byte queue, that is 1 2 3 4 6 numbers are there, we can call it as a queue. Then below in execution unit there is a arithmetic and logical unit, then your flags are there, your operands are there, and your registers. Okay, AX register, BX register, CX register, DX register, also your stack pointer, base pointer, source index and destination registers are there. So execution unit is consist of arithmetic logical unit, your flags and your registers. So we can see the working of each and every part of this architecture further. So first is your execution unit. As just now I said that execution unit is consist of ALU, that is your arithmetic and logic unit, then your flag registers, then your general purpose registers, your control unit, then next is decoder, and also pointer and index register. So first is your arithmetic and logic unit. As a name indicate, it is arithmetic and logic unit. So it can perform the arithmetical or logical operation. It is also a 16-bit unit, so it can perform a 16-bit operation simultaneously. Okay, so arithmetical operation means what? The operation like add, subtract, multiple, divide, it's nothing but your arithmetic operation. And logical means what? It's your ANDing, ORing, NOT, XOR. These operations are comes under logical operation. Also shift related, increment, decrement, so these are some logical operation. This will perform by arithmetical and logical unit. The next is flag registers. It's also one of the important thing in architecture of 8086. You might get questions on flag register. It is 16-bit register. So flag registers are also 16-bit. So we can call it as a flip-flop. So as we go through the flag register of 8086, and there are total 9 flags are there. Okay, or total 9 active flags are there, and remainings are undefined flag. As you show in the image, then there are totals 15, or we can say 16 flags are there. Out of this, total 9 are active, and other, that is shown by U, that is undefined. Okay, so this is 8086 flag registers. So first one is, out of this 9, 3 are control flag. Okay, so 3 are the control flags because they used to control the operations of the processor. So these 3 are the control flag, that is your trap flag, interrupt flag, and directional flag. This is your control flags, and remaining 6 flags are compatible flags for 8086 microprocessor. So first is trap flag. It is nothing but TF. Setting TF put processor into a single step mode for debugging. In a single stepping microprocessor execute an instruction and enters into single step ISR. After that, user can check register or memory content. It found okay, it will proceed further, else necessary action will taken. Okay, so suppose जर TF pin 1 असेल, so what happens if TF is 1, then it put processor into a single step mode for debugging. Okay, it means your trap is on, and if TF is 0, then it means your trap is off. So it is all about trap flag. Then second is interrupt flag. It is also the one of control flag. If user set interrupt flag, CPU recognize interrupt request. जर interrupt flag हा set असेल तर CPU ला कळतं की yes there is a interrupt. If IF is equal to 1, then interrupt enable. If IF is equal to 0, then interrupt is disable. Then third one is direction flag. It is specially used for string instruction. It control direction of source index and destination index pointers. डायरेक्शन फ्लॅग आहे हा स्ट्रिंग ऑपरेशनसाठी और स्ट्रिंग इन्स्ट्रक्शनसाठी यूज करतात. कशासाठी? तर इट कंट्रोल्स द डायरेक्शन सोर्स इंडेक्स रजिस्टरची अँड डेस्टिनेशन इंडेक्स पॉइंटर जे आहेत तर त्याची डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल करण्यासाठी डायरेक्शन फ्लॅग यूज होतो. इफ DF इज इक्वल टू 1, देन it will process the string from high to low address. It means right to left. Okay, high to low means right to left, and if df is equal to 0, it is nothing but down operation, means the process string from low to high address, or we can say left to right. So it is nothing but your direction flag. Then these are some conditional flag. This is the compatible flags for 8086 microprocessor. This flag indicates status of result produced after execution of the instruction. So whenever your instruction is executed, then whatever your result might be, so depend on your result, these flags are set or reset. So it will indicate the status of your result. As first one is parity flag. So it checks your parity, if your parity is even or odd. जर पॅरिटी फ्लॅग 1 असेल, इट मीन्स व्हॉट, युअर रिझल्ट हॅव्हिंग इवन पॅरिटी, or if your parity is odd, then this flag is reset. For even parity, your parity flag is 1, or for odd parity, your parity flag is 0. Then next is zero flag. ZF is equal to 1 when result of operation is 0. जेव्हा तुमच्या ऑपरेशनचा रिझल्ट 0 असेल तेव्हा 0 फ्लॅग हा सेट होतो, अदरवाइज इट विल रिसेट फॉर नॉन झिरो. Then sign flag, it depends on your MSB. Okay, so SF is equal to 1 means your MSB of result is 1. जर तुमच्या रिझल्टची MSB बीट आहे, मोस्ट सिग्निफिकंट बीट, जर नेगेटिव्ह असेल, then your SF is 1, or if your MSB bit is positive, that is 0, it means your SF bit is 0. Then auxiliary carry flag, that is, it is carry from lower digit to upper. If AF is equal to 1, carry out from bit 3 on addition and borrow out from bit 3 on subtraction. Okay, if there is carry from bit 3 addition and borrow from bit 3 on subtraction, or if AF is 0, if there is no carry or no borrow and on addition and subtraction operation, then your AF is active low, that is 0. Then fifth one is carry flag. Your carry flag is 1 if there is a carry from MSB bit. Okay, if your MSB bit पासून जर तुम्हाला कॅरी असेल तर तुमचा कॅरी फ्लॅग आहे तो 1 होतो, अदरवाइज जर कॅरी आउट नाही झाला तर युअर CF will be 0. Okay, then next is overflow flag. Overflow from the magnitude form sign bit of result. OF is equal to 1 if there is overflow occurred, or OF is 0 if there is no overflow. So this is all about overflow flags.